Bulginaka, do you know that cybercrime is becoming a growing problem in Fiji?
Cybercrime is defined as a crime in which a computer is the object of the crime, such as hacking and spamming.
Cybercrime is also cyberbullying and using fake profiles to cause panic and spreading false news.
If you're involved in this or know anyone who's committing these crimes, report them immediately.
I'm Polly.
And I'm Peter.
We host the Traffic Jam Show on City FM.
From 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. every weekday.
Do the right thing.
Janaury, Fiji. In this bulletin, Chinese scholarships restricted due to new virus. New bus fare supports sustainability. And home buying an expensive affair.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Knight.
The Chinese embassy in Suva has confirmed the 2020 scholarships for Fijian students will be restricted from universities in China's Hubei province. Political Division Director Chia Bing Lee says this is to reduce the risk of Fijians from contracting the SARS-like coronavirus, which has so far killed 17 people. Lee says applicants can still undertake courses at other universities in China.
We really have the scholarship arrangement for the year 2020 to 2021, and it will be launched the application in early February or March, and you know it's a time space there. Maybe we have a good arrangement for the application of the students for their choice to stay in maybe in a lot of province, not in Hubei province.
The Fijian Competition and Consumer Commission says the 7 cents maximum bus fare per stage increase supports the overall sustainability of the industry. Chief Executive Joel Abraham says the last fare review was carried out 10 years ago. The Fiji Bus Operators Association was required to provide the FCCC with up-to-date financials, which was diligently reviewed by their teams. He adds the FCCC relied heavily on widespread consultations by an independent bus fare review committee that attracted over 13,000 submissions. The review also considered submissions from 37 different operators of all scales, urban, peri-urban and rural operators.
The FCCC as an independent commission has properly scrutinized all relevant financial records and undertaken its due diligence on a prudent and responsible timeline, despite significant pressure to rush the review process.
Concerns continue to be raised by real estate agents in regards to the lack of affordable housing. Registered agent Arif Khan says there are a lot of issues and more units need to be built to overcome the shortage, which is adding to housing prices. Meanwhile, the Association of Banks has clarified that under the government's initiative, banks provide rates as low as 4.25% to support the housing sector. Association Chair Rakesh Ram says interest rates are on an annual basis and subject to change.
For young people, there is a government initiative to assist the young people in the housing to own a house. So in those sectors, banks provide as low as 4.25% fixed for 5 years.
The Fiji Police Force has called for a more holistic approach from the government in the ratification of the Convention on the Manipulation of Sports Competitions. While presenting to the Standing Committee on Foreign Affairs yesterday, Acting SSP Rajesh Krishna said more needs to be done before the convention is ratified. SSP Krishna says the Fiji Police Force believes local aspects of the law should be considered first.
We would request that this should be a holistic approach to this ratification and further on the legalization or something to support the ratification by having domestic laws.
More reports of domestic violence have been received by Lifeline Fiji. Programs Officer Mbiu Mbale Okinawa highlights that calls of this nature come from victims who are at breaking point and need counseling. Lina Rees reports that most domestic violence cases received by Lifeline Fiji are referred to relevant authorities.
In 2019, Lifeline Fiji received over 2,000 calls for help. The youngest caller was a 15-year-old.
As we receive calls, we try to identify the need that our health seekers come up with. So if it's a case of domestic violence, then the organization that we refer them to is the Fiji Women's Crisis Center. Or if it's involving a child, then we'll look at the Child Services Unit of the Social Welfare.
Lifeline Fiji, as a suicide prevention helpline and counseling service, works to assist in ways it can prior to referring cases to relevant authorities.
The total cases that we received have accumulated 87 cases, and are not with the police case. Basically, we receive our own data information, collecting it, and trying to see what we can do to try and help.
Since the establishment of the helpline in 2016, Lifeline Fiji has assisted over 15,000 people. Lena Rees, FBC News.
The popular water taxi services in Nasali Rewa are a great help to villagers in the Rewa Delta. Water taxi representative Wame Mbolakoro says they provide 24-hour services to meet the increasing demands from Fijians in the area. This includes the villages of Nukui, Lamanikoro and Naililili, to name a few. Mbolakoro says they also transport students daily. More than 20 water taxis provide services to more than 14 villages in the province of Rewa.
We started our daily operation before 5 so that the workers can catch the first bus, which is at 5:30 a.m. Some water taxis start later in the day. What we earn from providing the services has greatly helped us meet the daily needs of our families, make ends meet, especially the needs from the Vano and our obligations.
Major upgrade work on the Kings Road is expected to start by September this year under a rehabilitation project. Fiji Roads Authority Chief Executive Jonathan Moore says the work involves total reconstruction of sections of the road which are beyond repair. Moore says the FRA is working with the Asian Development Bank and the World Bank for this project.
That's a rehabilitation project, so it's not just doing a resurfacing work, it's actually reconstruction. So through villages there'll be new footpaths, new street lights, new utilities, and outside of the villages there'll be a new road surface that will expand out to give a walkway as well. So it's a total reconstruction.
Coming up, Fiji Sevens team braces for Samoa. And women's football continues to grow.
Oira na ngone no de nunu enda bisi ni mataka.
Mersusunga da kena loma dina kena mikron.
Sakena ngau na mitaro bina no rabaksa ngai ka bala loma taki na ngone. Dala bina oya o meliki.
Bulre oya o Samuel Samuli.
Nama ki rau enda be mataka.
Moniti kena bakarombuka.
Ni wai tiri kalima na miniti me ono kina tiri na kaloko. Ena radio Fiji One na ndomo ibiti.
Inau kina na mataka. Dan ramai na singabo.
Welcome back. The first pool match against Samoa tomorrow is of utmost importance to the Fiji Sevens side in Hamilton, New Zealand. Fiji's campaign could well be over if they fail to clear the first hurdle, but head coach Gareth Baber believes his team can absorb the pressure. Aquila Dama reports.
Putting pressure on the opponents is something the Fiji Sevens side has been working on the past few weeks, and they plan to put it to practice against Samoa.
The Samoa game will be a crunch game. We played Samoa twice before in first round pool games, and we've done well. We've created a focus in the players about what that 14 minutes is going to look like, and I'm sure that Gordon's doing the same. And everybody will say that it's going to be physical.
Gareth Baber says they will have to dig deep this weekend, but the fine weather in Hamilton will certainly play its part in their campaign.
It's about us preparing ourselves for our game, and we know that if we are able to, or when we are able to, put that together and create the balance between what is a power-based game and a speed around the field and breaking up the opposition under pressure, then that creates the opportunities for us to go and do what we've got to do.
A day away from the 2020 Hamilton Sevens tournament, and the host teams are all geared up to put on a show for the home crowd. Both the New Zealand men's and women's teams were out this week meeting fans. The Fiji Football Association continues to support women's participation. Technical Director Ravinesh Kumar says the association has seen tremendous progress in the number of women playing football. Kumar adds they continue to push for more women's teams to enter any football tournament.
The number of participation of girls and women in the country by increasing or by including under 16 youth league for girls and under 19 youth league for girls. Today we can see 10 teams are competing in the under 16 division, and 15 teams are competing in the under 19 division for girls. Plus the women are playing regular competition in the league.
Meanwhile, Lambasa will be representing Vanua Levu in the Under-19 National Youth League in Suva next week. The side has been training for the past couple of weeks. Coach Sajesh Lal says they've been having one-on-one sessions every day as most of his players are students. The side plays Rewa next Friday and Ba on Saturday. The games will be held at the FA Academy in Vatuanga, Suva.
So we are doing well, and Lambasa has never won a national playoff. So this time we are trying our best to bring the glory to Babasing Alliance.
Sengaga represented Vanua Levu in the playoffs last year. The Fiji Football Association is looking at investing in futsal as they want the sport to grow in Fiji.
This futsal is an area Fiji FA is investing in trying to hire old tennis courts and upgrading it in Ba and Nandi. Latoka are using the multi-purpose court. This Saturday there is a futsal championship between the Western districts in Latoka.
Meanwhile, the Fiji Football Association is yet to finalize a new futsal coach. Afternoon showers are forecast for the Fiji group today. And that's your FBC Morning News. Remember to join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletin. For these stories and others, you can also tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. That's it from me for now. Have a good morning.
हमारे खूबसूरत देश फिजी में चाइल्ड अब्यूज की घटनाएं आए दिन बढ़ रही हैं।
क्यों बच्चों का मासूम बचपन अब्यूज का शिकार हो जाता है?
अपने बच्चों की सुरक्षा का खास ख्याल रखें।
उनसे बातचीत करें, उनके दोस्तों के बारे में जानें।
आज के बच्चे देश का भविष्य है। मैं दीप्ति
और मैं मोनिश,
आपके हमसफर। शामिल हो जाए हमारे साथ मंडे टू फ्राइडे
5:45 AM से 10 AM तक
रेडियो फिजी 2 देश की धड़कन पर।